Welcome back. Let's go craps, folks. We're episode here. Can we do it again? That's where we're at. We're gonna make millions. No, we're not gonna fool you in any way. We are back at the live table, and we are going to continue our controlled setting um, and throws. Last night we made 1,800. Had $1,000 buy-in. I think we can show you that. Let's go see here. I'll turn the ATS off real quick. So, as you can see on our rack here, we got 990, 330. So we got sections set up here: 330, 330, 330. We're using some of our lammers, our weighted lammers from Let's Go Craps, and I just got those in there as nice spacers. So we're gonna use that tonight. We're gonna use the same same dice set, same throw, just to really work on that practice and work on those throws. Really is what we're gonna do. So without further ado, we are gonna turn this back on. Looks like we maybe had some music a little high there. We're also got some different colored dice tonight, so you'll see some different colored dice. I'm going to just randomly swap them out, trying to get over any of those fears that one may have or see. So we'll go ahead and start with the red ones. I'll put these back here where you can't see them, out of the way, and we are gonna rock and roll. We got everything dialed in here, and we're gonna go with the 6-3. Actually, we're gonna do another I'm gonna call it a 100. I think I'll call it $100, another $100. I'm gonna play the ATS tonight, so I'll put that in my rack as well. We'll see how that goes. So this will probably end up staying up most of the night. We'll just pay it and tap it out. But we're gonna do a 10-10-10, maybe a 5-5-5, but based on the rolls last night, ATS. So call me in for 1,000, little 1,000 plus, 1,100, maybe something like that. All right. Without further ado, we're gonna get our dice set and we're gonna go. Let's go. Shoot. All right, 4-3-7. So nice come out, 4-3-7. We are going to 10, 20, 30. We're going to give that to the dealer to bring us back up. And that's where maybe we should be. I know some people play an 87 up there, but so we'll go ahead and mark that as a natural. This is where we need not be afraid of dice. That's why I want to change those dice up every so often. All right, 3-1-4. 3-1-4. So we're gonna go mark the 4 again. We're not here to give you any betting strategies. We're just here to work the system. All right, 3-1-4. Oh, we better I'll set my bets up from this side for right now. So we're gonna go 330 inside. So that's going to be 75, 90, and 75. There we go. Dice are out. That's our moving. Let's go, shooter. And probably shooting from what would be considered stick left 1 or 2. All right, 5, 1, 6. We'll go ahead and mark the 6 there. Go over here and grab our dice. Easy 6. All right, 6 is going to pay 105. We're going to grab a nickel from our little nickel rack here. And we're going to press the 6 and 8 up and press the whole inside up. I'm going to go ahead and tap this 30 there. There we go. And we're moving. All right, 6, 3, 1, 3. Let's go, shooter. Point is 4. Odd 6. Short table. Control is tough. All right. So 6 is going to pay 100. And we'll start it this way. Going to pay 140. And then we're going to have the dealer drop us to 160 inside, or sorry, 150 across. So 160 across. There's our 330, and there's our 75. Did I get that right? Yeah, I think I got that right. I got that right this time. 75, 80, 90. Looks about right. Now we're going to turn the press collector on so we can follow the press collector. So I'll put this guy back in a rack. I'll take my little winnings there. And let's see. There we go. All right. We'll mark the 6 again, and now we're off. Now we should be good to go. All right. Let's go, shooter. That's out. Again, consistency. No crazy strategies. 5, 3, 8. 8 escape. We'll go ahead and mark the 8. Okay. So that's going to pay 35. We're going to press it up to 60. Take a nickel back. And dice are out. 6, 3, 1, 3. 5, 3, 8. 8 again. We're gonna that one is a collector. I don't know why 6 shows a collector, but maybe we hit it wrong. All right, so 8's a collector. So that's gonna pay 60 is gonna pay 70. Dice are out. Dice are moving. Thanks for joining us tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're not here to sell you anything crazy. We just give you live crap rolls. Different strategies. We'll even play your strategy out. All right. So we got the 516. I'm going to mark it here. 6 is going to be a little on the wacky side on our press collector. All right, so that's going to pay 35. We're going to press it up to 60. Take that nickel back. All right, dice are out, dice are moving. All right, 6313. Let's go, shooter. Yo. That was a 5-1 yo, or 6-5 yo. 6-5 yo. And we're going to change our dice. Again, we don't want to be afraid of any changes, right? No changes that come. $415 fever. We'll mark the 5 there. 415 is going to pay 35. We're going to press it right up to 60. And dice are moving. Using a 6313 set. Pretty much with a high grip. 538, 888, 888. I'm going to look up there. 8's a presser, so I'm going to hit the press the 8 there, mark the 8. Going 538. And 860 is going to pay 70. And we're just going to press the 8 up to 90. And we're going to take a little bit back. We'll put that back in our rack. We're going to put that on our collect side. And get those dice out. Get them rolling. No bluff, no stuff. We're just here to roll them. 549, Nina. Hit the Nina. So we mark the Nina. That means next one's going to be a collector because we're pressing the first one. Pays 35. Press it to 60. Dice are moving. 6313. Let's go, shooter. Rolled them a little short, but 516. So we're going to look up here. 6 is a press, which I think it's a collect, but we're going to make it a press. So we're going to go ahead and mark the 6, which it'll go to the press. Sometimes you forget and you got to remember. All right. So that's going to pay 70. We're going to just press it up 1. We'll go up to 90. And we'll take that back. Put that back in our rack. Let's go, shooter. 6313, baby. Been treating me well. Hard 10. 10 the hard way. I'll pull this in real quick here since it was closer. 10 on the end. There we go. We'll go ahead and mark the 10. All right, like we did last night. 25 paste 50. Yes, there is a VIG. So what we're going to do is we are going to, I'll double check it, but we're going to we're going to put our VIG right here, and we'll count these up later. That way we don't have to dick around with that. All right. Dice are out. Dice are moving. Let's go, Shooter. 3, let's go. I love it. 6, 4, 10. So 10 again. I'll go ahead and mark it, but it does show that it's a collector. So it's going to pay $1.50. Plus, we're going to have to pay for the VIG. Put that out there. We'll count that up later. We're going to pull those dice in. We're changing up dice color. Again, need not be afraid. Try to get over the fear of all the things. Hardest part is discipline and walking away from a table. 5, 2, 7. And 7 out. We had 13 rolls. Almost hit the tall. 2 away from the small. So we're going to go ahead and mark the 7. And we are going to pull house money down. We were basically playing on the house money, which is good. That's what we want to see. Go ahead and turn the puck off. And we need to throw another 2, another 30 out there for our ATS. We'll lock it up. And dice are out. Dice are moving. We'll go ahead and turn the press collector off because we will not use it until we get her going. 6, 3, 1, 3. Let's go, Shooter. 6, 1, 7. These blue dice love that 6, 1, 7. All right. We're going to toss another 30. So 5 for 1. I wonder how that one would, if we did a $5 here on an any 7 or 16, 5, 6, 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. We hop maybe for $3 next time. We hop the 7. Right? That's 30. 1 for 1. That pays for it. So we are going to hop it. I think that might be the best play here. We're gonna hop the 7s on the come out. That'll save us that $30 every time for $3, $3 insurance policy. Dice, we're rolling the right way. So let's Let's go. That was a come out 7, so we'll put that up there natural. Yeah, 628. We're gonna go ahead and mark the 8. Those guys are gonna come down. We'll grab the 8. We're gonna ask for 330 inside. So go ahead and set us up. 330 inside. All right, shooter, let's go. Dice are rolling. Let's see how we do. And a little 2x4 action there. So that'll be 2, 4, 6. Gonna pay us again 105. Go ahead and grab 5 from here. We're gonna press everything up. I like this better than my 320 across. I was doing 320 across for a while with a couple hits and then down, but I do like this one. I think it's a similar, very similar. All right, shooter, let's go. All right, another 2x4. We'll go ahead and mark this. So we got out, which is great. It's exactly what we wanted. So that's going to pay 140. We are going to ask the dealer to take us to 160 inside. That's our 330. Pick up to 4 and 10. 75, 80, 90. So puts a little back in her. 75, 80, 90. Yeah. So not a bad little run there. Go ahead and put our chippers back. All right, shooter. Point is 8. 8 to skate. Let's go. 6 to 8. All right, we'll go ahead and turn on our press collector. Okay, and we're going to hit the 8. So the first we do is a press. So 8 pays that. We're going to take it to 60 and bring that back. Turn that off. That's our VIG. And that's a little cleanup action there. There we go. So just so I can follow with you guys. So I'll just use also my press collector here. Try to mimic that. That way we have our press collector. You pick yours up at letsgocraps.com, Etsy, or you can't wait and you're in Vegas, Casino Quest has got you. They have them in stock. Pick them up, ship them tomorrow. Go by, they're open till I think 6 p.m. every day, 7 days a week. Hard 6. Get that. Get that hard 6. If you're a hardways guy, go ahead and mark the 6. And we'll go ahead and mark the 6 here. Shows us our point. Let's go. Hard 4. Beautiful. So we're going to look at our press collector. 4 says P. I'm going to slide it down because I'm going to press this bet. I'll mark it up here. Everything should match. Got a little 2x2 action. That's going to pay 50. We're going to grab some money for our VIG. And we're going to press our 4 up. And dice are out. One of those things like, yeah, it felt good, you know, like, all right, that felt good, you know, gotta keep up that mojo. Midnight. You got a box cars there. So that's a midnight. We'll go ahead and mark that. I think that's what we were missing on the other one. I'm not sure. All right. We're going to do the dance. We're changing the dice, okay? Remember, I'm just changing the dice up. We don't care. We're just a semi-controlled shooter or influencer. We don't influence anything but the dice. And we got the hard 10. Okay. So I'll check my press collector. Press collector says press. I'll slide that down. I'll mark that up here. We'll bring those hard 10 in. We got the fear over the new dice. It's going to pay 50. Press that to 75. Pay the VIG. Again, we'll count that VIG up at the end. House rules. Dice are up. And we're going to be moving here. Let's see. Yeah, so 2 and 75. Oh, okay. So I may have overpaid a little bit there. $4, $2, 2, 4. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about that right now. The VIGs are small, but I want you to know that we know that they're there, right? 426. We hit the point. All right. 426. So 6. Again, we look at our press collector. It says P. We're going to go ahead and slide it down. We'll mark the 6 up here. Another 2x4 action there. It was 2x4. 6 is going to pay 35. We're going to just take it right up to 60. And we'll bring our nickel back to our stack. Let's go, shooter. Get some rolls in. All right. Come out, roll, establishing a point. 527. 527, line away. Don'ts to pay. I thought in my head, I said, you know, I thought in my head, I should do a $3 up here just to cover it. And I didn't. So We'll call that 7 out. We'll take another 30 from here. And that pit boss will lock it up there. And we are going to hop it this time. I thought about it, should have, could have, would have, and now it's hopped. All right, dice are out, dice are moving. Nice thing is all our money was safe. All our bets were safe. Except for the ATS. 516. Easy 6. In the mix. Those guys are going to come down. Bring those back into the boss. We'll mark the 6 again. Mark it here. And dice are out, dice are moving. Just one off axis guy. Yo 11. 6-5, yo. Dice are moving again. Three, 2, 5. Viva. Go ahead and mark the 5. 5 is going to pay. 3, 2. Get over here, 3. There we go. 3, 2, 5. It's going to pay 35. Take it right up to 60. I'm going to come to my press collector and I'm going to slide the 5 down. And now we have some pays here. There's some pays to look for. All right, dice are out, dice are moving. Let's go, shooter. 6, 3, 1, 3. Yeah, 3, 2, 5. Viva 5. All right, so it's a collector, so I'm going to go ahead and mark the 5. So I believe the 5 on 60 pays 84, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so 60 is going to pay 84. So we're going to pay that out at 75. We're going to pay it out at 80. Take the dollar that we're going to owe the team back there. And we'll make it correct on the next one. If we had $1 in our rack, we could have been collecting. So now that we got our collect, our next one on the 5 is going to be a press. All right, that's we're out. That's we're moving. Midnight. Got that damn midnight again. 66. Let's go, shooter. All right. 6, 3, 1, 3, baby. Treat me well. Don't be afraid. All right. We like that one. That's a 4, 3, 1, 4 little Joe from Kokomo. I'm going to go ahead and mark the 4. So that's a collector. We're gonna put in what our vig is over here. Pays $1.50. Go ahead and get some more coinage here. We're also going to make sure that we take our press collector, move that up to the press for the next one. Put that on our rack. All right, dice are out, dice are moving. 6313. Heart 6. 6. 3, 3. All right, so we're going to look up here and what we got a 6. 6 is a collector. A 6 also shows here as a collector. So we're going to slide this up. We'll go and mark the 6. And points off, and we're going to pay this at 105. No. We're not paying it at 105. We are paying it, interesting, but we're paying it at 70. Don't know what happened there. Maybe that's our first one. Maybe I was thinking about the last round, but that's fine. That's 70. That's 70 in the rack. All right. So our press collector here should be showing where we're at. We're ready on the come out. Cocktails. Got the cocktail lady here. All right. Dice are out, dice are moving. This is where I'm going to tell the dealer I'm a $3 insurance up there on the freaking come out. That's the way things go. Yo 11. Yo 11. All of that money is coming down. All right. Dice are out, dice are moving. What we're going to do, we're going to switch them up. Again, don't fear them. They are your friends. They are there to work for you. $639. Nina. 639. So let's go ahead and mark the 9. Dice are out, dice are moving. Six, 3, 1, 3. 3, 1, 4. All right. 3, 1, 4. I'm going to go ahead and mark it here. 4. That was a press. So hard to walk away. Pays $1.50. We'll put our vig in here. And we're going to press this up all the way. 2, 3. So we'll take it to 200 and we'll take a quarter back. That's what we're going to do. Put a quarter in the rack. All right, dice are out. 6, 3, 1, 3, baby. Let's go. Yo 11. We had that one before, and it came back. We got a yo. All right, dice are out, dice are moving. 6313. Let's go, Little Joe. It's okay to have a little fun with Little Joe from once in a while. All right. That is 6410. Let's pull that in. You probably can see it, but just in case, 6410. That is a collector. So we're going to go ahead and slide that up for our next one. That's going to pay 150 for that VIG. Our VIG's getting, our house VIG's getting pretty good up there, but that's okay. Just going to go ahead and put that in the rack. All right. Dice are out, dice are moving. All we have to collect on is the 8. Everything else is a presser from here. 6313. Did we mark that? We didn't. Now we have the 10 marked. There we go. 314. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. 314. Little Joe from Kokomo. We were on a collector. So, for 200 is going to pay 400. And I forget what, normally I know what this is. That is a $10 VIG. So we'll go ahead and stack that on there. We'll go ahead and take that juicy 400. Put it right there. That was a collector. So now we did need to mark it. So now that's a press. All right, let's go. Dice are out, dice are moving. All right. 415. 415. So 5 on our collector, showing press. So we're going to slide that down. We'll go ahead and mark the 5 there. Bring that in. All right. 5 is going to pay 84. That's what we're going to owe. And we're going to take the 5 up to 100. We're going to take the 5 up to 100, and we're going to collect a little bit. We did this last night. I'll show you what we got. All right, 6313. Sometimes you forget your track. $639, Nina from Pasadena. So we're going to look down here. Nina is a press. We're going to go ahead and mark the 9 here. Going to flip our little guy to match up top. And look at that. Nina pays 35. We're going to take it right to 60. And dice are out, dice are moving. We are going to Tell the dealer, hop the 6. Just because. 6 4 10. 6 4 10. Bring those back. Let's go ahead and mark the 10 there. We'll mark the 10 up here. All right, dice are out, dice are moving. All right, shooter. Six, 3, 9, Nina. We'll go ahead and mark the 9. So 9 was a collector. So that's going to pay 84. We're going to pay 85. We're going to put what we owe over here. Bring our money back into our rack. And now the 9 goes to a presser. All right, dice are out, dice are moving. Let's go, shoot up. Hard 8, 888, 888. All right, I'll look down. 8 is a collector on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and slide this guy up. I'm going to go ahead and tap the 8 there. We are going to pay the 870. We are going to come in here and fill up our chips again. And dice are out, dice are moving. Oh, pick up our money, honey. And we're going no fear. Changing the color of the dice. All right, 6 3 1 3. Eight, 888, 888. All right, 8's a presser. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip my little guy here. I'm gonna tap the 8 there. 8's going to pay 70. And we are going to press it up 1. So we're going to take it up to 90. And we're going to take a little back to our rack. And then I got something to show you guys. Oh, look at that. We hit the talls. Oh my goodness. We hit the talls. So 31 times 10 is 310. So let's mark this completed. Let's just say that we can't do that. So we hit the talls. And that's going to pay $310. And we're just going to mark that as off. So we hit the talls. That's great. Fantastic. We'll put that in our rack. And we may have hit it a minute ago and I didn't recognize it. All right. Let's go, shooter. 6313. 10 on the end. 6, 4, 10. Look down. 10 is a presser. So I'm going to flip that on my guy. I'm going to click it here. That's also the point. So that's going to pay 150. And we got our big stack in there. And we're going to press this guy straight to 200. Take a quarter back. Some places will let you buy back in on this on the talls, some won't. I'm going to go with the majority that don't. All right. Let's go, shooter. Cocktails, drink girls. Come on. 6313. Ace deuce. Ace deuce. There we go. If you're one that's really cracking for an ATS, we're one away from it. But again, remember, don't try. If you try, you will get smashed. Just play the game. Oh, those came out wacky. But we do have a point. 325. 5 is a point. Go and mark the 5. Go and mark it up here on the. There we go. All right, shooter. 639. Nina from Pasadena. Let's get that 9 in there. All right, 9 is a presser. So we'll go ahead and slide that down. We'll go ahead and mark the 9 there. So that's going to pay 84. We're going to pay 85. Put $1 in here that we're going to owe them. And we are going to take this to 100. Put that back in a rack. Next point, next point I got something to show you. If you're hanging around, if I can hold you on into suspense. 6313. Let's go, shooter. 628-888-888. All right. That was a 2, just so you know. 628. We're going to look up 8 as a collector. I'm going to go ahead and go to the press world now. Go ahead and tap that on there. And now 8's going to pay us 105. And we're going to put that in a rack. And dice are out, dice are moving. Dice are changing too. Again, don't get comfortable. Two by four. 6. 6 is a presser. So I'm going to slide it there, tap it there. That's going to pay 70. And 70. So we're just going to press this up 1 unit, take it to 9, or partial unit, maybe not a full. Collect some here. All right, shooter. Let's go. 6313. 516. Look at that. Don't say it's a comeback. A back-to-back. All right, so 6 is a collector. We'll go ahead and tap her out there. It's going to pay another 105. All right. Let's go, Shooter. Those came back far. 538, 888, 888. All right. 8 is a press. So I'm going to slide that down. Tap this guy. All right. So 8 is going to pay 105. 3. And I think this is where we can go to see 160. No. 150 would be a $15 bet. 160 would pay 210. So if we take this to 160, or we could take it up to 210, but let's take it to 160. So the 160 should pay us. The 160 should pay us 210. No, 160 does not pay us 210. We need to take it to 210. So we're gonna have to throw some in here. We got a little froggy there. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have to throw quarter in. And no, that's quarter. We're gonna have to throw a little more. All right, a little more investment here. There. Now we take it to 210. Now we take it to 210. I think it's 150 pays 175, but I'll check that out later. All right, 6313. Let's go, Shooter. Hot 6. Hard 6. I love those people on those hardways are japping themselves. Okay. So 6 is a press as well. That's going to pay 105. I think I'm going to have to throw that in to get us to 210. 100. 75. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got enough there. That takes me to 210, which will be a correct bet. That goes back there. This goes here. Let's drop this guy 10 and make him correct. 210. There we go. And we got to mark the 6. Our collectors are looking really, really juicy at the moment. All right. No camera tricks, nothing. Let's go. Let's go, Shooter. 8, 888, 888. Did we really get that 8 right back? No, that was the 6. Okay. So 8 for 210 is going to pay us 245. We'll go ahead and mark the 8. And 2, we'll call it 250 for 5. Give the dealer 5. And now the 8's going to go to a press. All right, let's go. That's right, Shooter. Let's go. Let's go. Hot 10. 10 on the in, and that's a collector. That's a beauty collector. Let's go ahead and mark the 10. So our next one will be a press. And so that'll be a $400 win. Pay what Vig's gonna have to pay up there. Big stack's getting pretty spicy. All right, let's go, shooter. Dice her out. Change up. Again, don't be afraid of the dice. Like I say, be afraid of yourself. Let's go, shooter. And we got a little 2x4 action there. A little 6, a little 2x4. So we're going to look up 6 as a collector. Okay. 6 is a collector. So 245. Again, we'll go 250. We'll go 250 for a nickel. Just because when we count this thing out, we want it to be a little easier. All right, let's go, shooter. And the crowd goes wild. I'll find the right one there. 639 Nina from Pasadena. So we're going to look up 9 as a collector. Okay. So 9 is a collector. And looks like we have 100 on the 9. Change that. That's going to pay a $1.40. So we're going to do, that's 100. Yeah. So I'm going to do 1. Starting to do some color up change here for us. $1.40. Give them 10. Again, make it easy. All right, dice are out. Dice are moving. I'm glad you guys came. Remember, watch, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you want us to do. Or just live table will do it for you. Let's go, shooter. 516. 516. All right, 6 is a press. So, 6. Yeah, 6 is 210. Will pay us out our 245. So 2. We're gonna call it 250. Sorry, running around the table here, but these are how long live rolls last, right? So 250 for a nickel. That was the 6. Let's make sure we mark it here. There we go. All right, 6 was marked. So we're going to take this up to 300 and we're going to collect that. So 300 should pay something. I'll figure it out. It's like the $30. So 6. I don't know how that got messed up, but I think that should be a 6. Somehow 6 got messed up there, but I am keeping track here. And we did our 10, 6, 5. So 6 is now on the collect side. All right. Dice are out. Dice are moving. X313. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben. So we're going to look up there. 10 is a press. I'll slide this down. We'll mark the 10. That's going to pay 400. Pay for our VIG. And now we're taking this to 5. We're going to put 100 there. We successfully made it to a Barney. Got a Barney on the table. It'd be nice. It would be nice to win a banana. All right. Let's go, shooter. Ace deuce. Got that 3. Already had the 3. Got the 3 again. Ace deuce. Everybody goes wild. You get paid for their crap bets. All right. Dice are moving. Let's go, shooter. Oop. Yep. 4. 2, 2. A little 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right. This session has gone a lot longer than I expected so far, and we're just going to keep rolling it out. So that's the 4, which is a press on my collector here. I'm going to go ahead and press the 4 here. I'm going to put in the pay for the VIG. That's going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to press it to 500. And we're exchanging it for another Barney. And we're putting 100 in our rack. All right. We got those collectors all up there again. Let's go, should I? All right. 6, 1, you are done, son. I'll mark that 7 out. Oh, that was 45 rolls, by the way. 45 rolls. 45 rolls. Fantastic. Okay, so what I was going to show you earlier, because I was like, you got to check this out. Okay. This was our $1,000 starting. This is our rack right now. So we're going to count up. This is it. That's it. We're out. Done. Walk away. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come over here and find out how much, we're going to find out how much we owe these guys. First, let's go ahead and take all this money down. Let's clean. Let's do a clean out here. Sad to see that go away. There's probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 15. We had at least 1,500 across easily. Okay, So these are our VIGs that we had to pay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and see what we owe the house. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. $25, 50, 65. We'll call it 70. Okay, we'll call it 70 because I don't have any pennies over there. All right, so we're calling it 70. Let's go ahead and mark the point off so you all don't get all pissy at me. All right, now we're in the color up. Like I said, this $1,000 was our buy-in. We filled up almost 2 full chip reels here. It's going to take a minute to count out, so please be forgiving. And I'll try to go as quick as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again, I'll try to go as quick as possible. I am no master magician here, but the way I got this set up should work out fairly quickly here. And look at that, another honey sitting in there. And there we go. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just start another row here. Just because it's gonna be easier. If I had to guess, hypothesis on this is probably 2,300. Could be more, but I think 2,300. Just after how we played last night. But we will find out in a jiffy here. There's a lot of blacks there. We might have more than 2,300. We might be like $3,000. Because these black chips keep just merging their little heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, these guys keep just stacking up. Yeah. That's gonna be a close one. Yeah, my 2,300 was the better offer. Okay. Okay. And I think we owed them 70. So we'll take 60, just on a rough estimate. It's okay. I think we owed them 70. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right. Oh man, I did this again. Look at that. Got another black guy. Just he was hiding out there. Beautiful. Okay. 4 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 2,000. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 33, 34. Yeah, I screwed that up. As I should count this out this way. That's 75. And let's do this. Since this is 100, and we need another quarter there, that'll give us 500. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give us 500, 500, 100. There we go. Okay. 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 25, 3,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 10. 3,510. A hell of a roll. That was a big money. So 3,510. Not a bad roll. Not a bad roll at all. And again, we still have our $1,000 buy-in here. All right, folks, that was a fantastic roll. We're gonna see if we can share the roll tracker with you real quick. We only hit the tall. We didn't hit the small. We didn't hit the small or the all, which, you know, I find totally weird. But for some reason we didn't hit it. I don't know why, but we definitely gave it a shot. So so with that said, we're going to show you the roll tracker and make the screen a little smaller for you guys. And that was just I just want to say my setup, everything really rolled really great. So a total of looks like 62 rolls tonight in total is what we logged in, which is not bad. That last shooter had the longest. So we're going to go into the shooter stats. We only went through 2 shooters tonight. I set up 4 in here. The first one had 15 rolls. The second one had 47. Both of those are great SRRs with the 0.7s. We had some naturals in there. Let's go look at the leaderboard. And that's the parabolic move that we want to see, that up, down, like that is perfect. 31 paying box hits for this guy. At a pace at about 1 minute and 3 seconds. So the reason why I pay it out and I move around the table and I come back and I go back, I've learned on average, it's about 44 seconds to 1.5 minutes between throws. So practice like you shoot, right? You don't go and throw once and then throw again in 2 more seconds and then 2 more seconds and 2. You don't just fire rapid fire. There's everything else in the game that actually makes a big play against this. So think about that when you're practicing. You got to think about those other things that are out there. I'm no Socrates by any means, but I'm just saying, think about that. So that's why I like to make sure our payouts happen. So that pace was about 1 minute and 3 seconds. It looked like horn bets. I hit 5 during the point rolls, and strong box shooter, 84% box rate. That was a fantastic 31. I hope I didn't use those up. I'd love to roll that again tomorrow night. for a test. Maybe next episode, maybe I need to change this is, can we do it again? And yes, we did. We did make it again. So I appreciate you guys coming by, taking the time with us, and just watching, maybe playing your own strategies against the rolls. Um, Again, we cashed out with 3,510. Um, so uh, 3,500. You can't beat it. I mean, gotta love the game. All right, like uh, like any dealer at the table, I ever tell you, whether you're any casino in the world, they're gonna tell you, shooter. They're gonna tell you, let's go.